Hello everybody, welcome back. My name's Mimir, and today we're going to be checking out some more of the awesome action roguelike Moonlighter 2, the early access. So, in last episode, in case you missed it, we basically absolutely destroyed the boss of the first zone, and we earn an absolute metric ton of cash. For anyone that doesn't know this game, the loop of the game is essentially you go into dungeons and find relics, then you come back to this area, which is like the base, the hub of the game, and you have your own shop where you sell stuff that you collect in runs. I'll show you. You put them on these pedestals, then you open up the shop, and people come in to buy your goods. You set the prices. They can either be happy or sad about the price, and you can gain various benefits and buffs depending on what you sell them for. But yeah, between videos, I purchased a few upgrades for us. Firstly, I've upgraded this sword. I think this is going to be the last video that I use this sword. I'm going to try out other weapons and then see if I can get fun builds going just to like showcase more of the content of the early access. But yeah, the upgrade that I got to this made our sharpness go decrease from 1.5% every second to 1.25% every second. So it's what, like a 15% decrease in sharpness. Because the thing about this, the thing about two-handed swords is they have sharpness, which determines how much damage you deal with the main attack. So if you use your alternate attack, which is this stab, you can see in the top left the little bar going up, the sword-shaped bar. Well, that's our sharpness. And the higher our sharpness, the more damage per hit we'll do with our normal attack, which is what I'm doing at the moment. So we want to keep that as high as possible. But yeah, the upgrade that I got just meant that, as you can see, our sharpness is decreasing every second because of the weapon that we've got. Normally, sharpness decreases on hit on enemies, but because of our weapon, it just slowly deteriorates over time rather than when we hit enemies. And the upgrade that I got between runs was the Twinkle token. Relics are found with 5 extra value, and also Strain Slash. While your gun ammo is not full, increase 20% your attack damage. So we're going to want to be weaving in shots with our gun just to increase our melee damage, our attack damage there. And then I got just some cosmetics, basically. I didn't buy any upgrades from the potion seller yet. The main one that I'm waiting for is the potion room. Unlocks rooms that grant potions. That's going to be crucial for us. But I'm not 100% sure where you get the additional resource. So you see where it says 6 of like... It sort of almost looks like a pearl, like a triangular pearl. I'm not sure where to get those. So yeah, we're on the lookout for them. If you see me get the resource, shout it out so I can concentrate on getting more of it. But you know what? I don't actually like... it's gone. Okay, I was going to say I don't like having the quest up all the time. But yeah, today we will be trying out a new area, and oh my god, that sound is bloody loud. We are going into the gallery, the exhibition wing, where there's all new enemies, all new power-ups, new bosses, basically everything you can imagine. Okay. Let's see. Oh, and we get electricity to start off with. This is one of the new power-ups that you can get. Basically blessings. Think of like Sworn or Hades. These are like god blessings. Trap guard, you take 40% less damage from traps. I don't think that's going to be relevant for us. I'm going to try to avoid traps as much as possible. Static attack is a thunder common. Your attack grants 10 thunder stacks. Thunder is after getting 100 thunder charges, a thunder will be unleashed on all nearby enemies, dealing 70 damage. I do really like that. However, I would love it at a higher rarity because our weapon, well, specifically our attack for this weapon, is pretty slow. So by the time we get 100 thunder charges, we'll have killed half the enemies on the map. But Vamp Pack, ejecting a ruptured enemy heals you for 1. Rupture is temporary stun that allows to knock enemies away with a backpack hit. Eject an enemy, launching them outside a room. That might be a bit difficult to do. Do you know what? I know I poo-pooed it, but let's get Trap Guard here. 40% less damage from traps. Hopefully, we can get more electricity. And we do. We're going to have to go the bottom route, though. I think we're gonna hit all of the electric ones to show them off as much as possible. Ooh. We're gonna have to make a choice over here, though. Whether we want to go down or up. I guess we get the same amount of electric buffs, regardless of the route there. Oh, excuse me. Right. Let's get going for some rare loot. The chests on the map, I didn't explain properly. They're relic chests. Oh. Damn. These guys they're hitting quicker than I remember. But we're chilling. We want to get them when their back's turned. I like to let these guys slam down first. Try and get around them. And we get them both there. Right. We can hit this Tesla coil. And it freezes enemies in place for a time. When an enemy, so you saw an enemy get ruptured there, that's the little purple marker on the health bar, and they get like a shadowy purple effect on them when they become ruptured. If you use your backpack, which is R2 on a controller, you send them flying if you hit them with this, and it deals a lot of damage if they hit into something. Okay, so let's see what we got rare-wise. Unknown disc. Each time you shock this relic, it gains 6. So shock, basically, oh, it doesn't actually have the tooltip for shock. Okay. Shock is a status effect that applies to relics that whenever it's applied, it increases their value by +2. So it's a really good way of stacking value on an item. I guess we could keep doing unknown disc and keep shocking. The only thing is... oh my god, I've got a bit of a tickly throat today. Okay, so the tooltip on the right that says overcharged, even though it doesn't have overcharged in the text of the relic, overcharged here is the state of a relic that causes it to be destroyed if shocked. So if a relic is shocked and then shocked again, it becomes overcharged and destroyed. So you need to keep applying and removing shock on items in order to keep getting their value higher and higher. We also have Wicked Smile. left to right, shocks all relics in the backpack, and gains 4 value for each shocked relic. This is just an absolutely crazy strong relic to get. But I've never had the unknown disc before, so let's do some shock stacking. And we can immediately shock it. So we got the cable knot here, shocks the pointed relic and self-destructs. You'll see what I mean when I say shock. There you go, it got some value. It got 8 value because shocking inherently gives 2 value, and then the unknown disc's ability gets it 6 extra value whenever it's shocked. And shocked items have this little animation of electricity going on them. Right. I think I might just turn the game down ever so slightly. Maybe we... keep it like that. Although that is a little bit quiet. You know what? Yeah, I think that's fine. Alright. We're getting some more electricity blessings here. Oh, we don't even have to fight enemies for it. Awesome. Come on, give us something rare. Vault special. Your special grants 12 thunder stacks. I do like that. But also, Storm Taser here. Taser applies 8 thunder charges per second. Taser is the Tesla coil that we hit in the previous room that freezes enemies in place. So it says, a taser is activated by hitting it a few times. The laser will stun an enemy for 10 seconds. And then the greater heights here, elite enemies enter rupture at 30% health. Let's try and make thunder stacks a thing, I think. Yeah, we'll do Vault Special. Your special grants 12 thunder stacks. Because our heavy attack special... not a heavy attack, sorry. The weapon that we have, the Greatsword, this is its special attack. I think that hits 3 times. And I'm not 100% sure on this, but I believe that should apply 36 thunder stacks. Did it apply more? Oh, we fell off as well. Escape. Alright, we're using a health potion. Bash that back on enemies. Basically, anything purple... Right, we want to get out of that guy's way. You can hit with your backpack. Purple is the colour... Oh, we did actually knock an enemy off the map there, so we would have healed if we got the got that ability. But yeah, purple is the coding for this game that it can be hit with a backpack. I think that guy's just going to end up destroying himself. Lovely. We can always get more potions. What do we have here? A fancy handle, an uncommon relic that when it's shocked adds double the value of the shock received to the pointed relic. Magnetic plugs. Another uncommon relic. If you put it in the corner, it adds 4 value to overcharged relics in the same row. Think. Don't know if we want the fancy handle here because our rare item, this one here, we want to shock it. The only thing is, how many overcharged relics are we going to get? We'd need a specific relic that, like, shocks everything in our backpack. Maybe we do pick up the fancy handle, sure. Let's get it. And if we pop that there and that there, then we can shock this. Do we actually get more value if... I guess we can't shock the unknown disc at the moment because it'll break because it's overcharged right now. So yeah, let's shock this and add four value to the unknown disc. Beautiful. All right, it worked out well for us. Yeah, we're going to be going for as many lightning options as possible. So we got to go down here, get another uncommon relic. I just want to get my sharpness up. Now I wonder if these little guys, their little lightning ability that they do, I wonder if that counts as a trap. I think it might do. We might take 40% less damage from the little... What are you gonna do? Yeah, thought you might. Let's bonk you. Bye-bye. Yeah, nice and easy room there. Alright. What do we got going on? Another thing that triggers off being shocked. When it's shocked, the Electrostar transforms into a random relic in the backpack. I do kind of like that. I'm not entirely sure how this works. The Electric Spearhead, an uncommon relic that adds its value to the pointed relic. Well, don't really want either of these, if I'm honest, but let's do Electric Spearhead. And I think we can just straight up add 7 value, or do we want to stack stuff on that, make it more valuable? Yeah, I think we want to make it more valuable first, so we can use the cable knot to shock it. Bringing it up to 9 value. I think we wanna use this ability when... Basically, what I'm saying is we need to greed it out and get this thing's value as high as possible to essentially get us double value, because it's adding the value to whatever relic is above it. So if we keep it in the top row, that effect's not going to apply. As soon as we move it to the bottom row, whatever is above it will get all of this relic's value. Right. Let's just move these grey items along. We do still want to pick up grey items because there is a couple of relics that destroy all grey items or shock all grey items, and you get value on each of your other relics, basically equal to whatever you... no, sorry, it's like 4 per relic destroyed this way. Let's bonk them. Ooh, I thought we were going to get hit there, but we're fine. I really, really want the ability to shock on my attack. I think that's going to be super important to us. I also totally forgot about... Whoa, he can teleport. I've never seen that happen before. Okay, apparently those enemies can teleport. One thing I need to remember as well, since we got the new sticker, we should be using our gun as much as possible so we can get that 20% damage bonus on our attacks. Oh, hell yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. Static attack. a rare thunder ability. Your attack grants 18 thunder stacks, and at 100 thunder stacks, a thunder will be unleashed on all nearby enemies, dealing 70 damage. Storm Slam sounds quite fun as well, but I think we need better ways to apply thunder stacks before we take that. So it says, while you have 90 or more charges, attacking with your backpack casts thunder. So it allows us to double dip on the thunder, I think. Unless that does get rid of all the charges when you cast thunder. Not entirely sure. Either way, we're going for static attack here to get more thunder charges. Let's move along. We get a fire ability next. Then we got a very important decision to make. We can either go up or down. These guys do annoying AOEs. Watch out. The thunder doing absolute work there. Let's stun some of these dudes. Thunder just caning them. Beautiful. Right, just gonna take a sip of coffee. Nothing like a morning brew. Jump start. Tasers start nearly charged when entering a room. Super good for room clear. It just stops all the enemies from attacking you at once. However, I don't think there's any tasers in boss fights. But I could be wrong. Bearing in mind I've only got to the boss a couple of times in this zone. So I'm not hugely familiar with it. I'm familiar enough to know the mechanics of the boss fight, just not if there's tasers in there or not. In the heat of battle, any damage you deal is increased by 15%. Now I think this also applies to our thunder. So the thunder deals 70 damage. This would add an extra 10 damage onto it. So 10% of 70 is 7, and then 5% of 70 is 3.5. So yeah, 10 extra damage, so we'd be doing 80 damage with our thunder. Or we could make our gun deal 45% extra damage and inflict Ignite. Ignite is a status effect that makes enemies receive 5 damage every 0.5 seconds. I think this might be better, actually, than just getting a flat 15% damage. As much as I would like that, yeah, let's take burning shots here. It will encourage me to use my gun a little bit more, which we want to do to get damage buffs on our attacks. Now, we can either get electric straight away or go and get relics. So, the bottom route backends the thunder buffs, whereas the top route front loads it. The little sword icon is like the halfway mini boss. So we've only got one room to go before we have to fight a mini boss. Now the bottom row does have an unlock. That's a little scroll you can see between the two thunder icons. Do we want to go for that? I think I want to go up and go for the elite and a rare relic, and then hit the top line to get the electricity later on, or thunder should I say. So let's go for thunder now, and we'll go for thunder later. Hit that taser. Alright, we'll go for the shocked dude, or the tasered dude, should I say. Oh, he's still alive, wow. You survived on, like, no health. Get away from him. Bonk him. Is it just this dude? You got to be careful with those guys, because I haven't figured out yet what animation it is that determines whether or not they're gonna do a little so they've got two different projectiles they can do. They can either fire a projectile straight ahead or lob a grenade projectile. And yeah, like I say, I don't really know how you tell the difference, because if they just shoot a projectile in front of them, you're way more likely to take damage from them than if they lob a grenade at you, because the grenade takes a couple of seconds to explode and doesn't do on-hit damage, whereas just the normal projectile does. Right, what do we get perk-wise here? Trap Bane. Enemies take 60% damage from traps. I don't know how relevant that is, in all honesty. Low voltage. Thunder only consumes 70 charges but deals 80% damage. Or Storm Slam. While you have 90 or more charges attacking with your backpack cast Thunder. Honestly, I think low voltage is a good one to pick up here. We're going to be absolutely spamming Thunder with this. It only takes 2 hits with our main attack from this weapon to get enough Thunder charges to ping everyone for, what's 80% of 70? 56 damage? Yeah. It's like adding an extra hit. Take out the ads first, obviously. Ooh, I've never seen him do that attack. Okay, it's new to me. Shoot him from the sky. Get some hits in. Let's bump away. I think I do want to beam him. Then we can just... What are you doing? You're doing little hammers. Okay. That's fine by me. Oh, I wasn't quick enough with our gun there. But we are rinsing him. There we go. Get out of the way of the hammer. Amazing. Not too bad of a fight there. And we get Baneful Boar. Back to Tresna. It adds 6 value to all overcharged relics. Back to Tresna is post-run. That's the hub of the game, what it's called, Tresna. So yeah. This is sort of... It just adds value to all of your relics. Gong Mallet. Next time you would shock an overcharged relic, so that means we'll destroy a relic doing this. This relic gains its value. I think that is pretty good, but I want the Baneful Boar here. That's just something that we can keep. And we definitely... So the battery here removes the overcharged state of the pointed relic and self-destructs. So we want to remove the overcharged state from the relic that gets more value based on how many times you shock it. So we can now shock it again and it won't be destroyed. And then, yeah, we just take the commons here and see what's in the next chest. We get 2 rares. Ooh, we get another removed overcharged state of the pointed relic. Okay. Soul Lamp. Ongoing, this relic gains 50% more value from shocks. So rather than 2, it gets 4. Or we can get the coin pendant. Each time you removed an overcharged state, This relic gains 6 value. I think we'll be doing that a lot. And we have a battery that removes the overcharged state from something. So, pretty much, yeah. We want that. Let's remove the overcharged state from... Alright folks, we are back. Sorry about that. I had a knock at the door, so cutting the video there. I think I'm still going to take the antique camera here, just because these broken batteries are worth absolutely nothing. They're worth 30. And that is like the highest value. Like, people aren't happy paying 30 for them. Whereas people are happy paying 90 for these cameras, so they're worth 3 times as much. Let's carry on. Where are we going? Well, we've only got one choice, and it's a weapon upgrade. What can you give us? Sharpness refills 2 times faster with Sharpened Will. Sharp Edge, your attack finisher deals plus 50% damage and does not decrease sharpness. Or Keen Edge. Each sharpness level increases 10% damage, but sharpness decays faster. I quite like Sharp Edge here. I think plus 50% damage is pretty nice. The not decreasing sharpness is irrelevant for us because of the weapon that we have. Hits don't decrease sharpness for us anyway, but 50% extra damage is real nice. Let's go to the question mark. A mystery event. Ooh, okay. It's like a cursed dude. Special pain. For the next 3 rooms, take 10 damage each time you use your special. Afterwards, increase your special damage by 20%. Half-life. For the next 3 rooms, your maximum health is halved. Afterwards, increase max health by 20. Phantom pain. For the next 3 encounters, take plus 5 damage. Afterwards, increase your attack damage by 30%. Yeah, I like that one. A bit of pain for pleasure there. In the immortal words of Sum 41. Alright. I wonder... I don't think it'll increase our shock damage. But look at that. Just a couple of swings and we're already shocking like an absolute madman. Boom. What a room. 1 room out of 3 down. Before we just get 30% extra. We got another Baneful Boar. We could pick that up. But the Wind Ticker here shocks the pointed relic and adds 2 to it for each common relic in the backpack. Yeah, we definitely pick that up. That also means we want to do some switching around. We want as many common relics in the backpack as possible. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to... I'll shock that first. That's going to get destroyed. We'll pop that in. We could have got an extra common relic, actually. Come to think of it. Let's move the Baneful Boar into the little storage chest. And I think we do it this way. Shocks the pointed relic and adds 2 to it. Yeah, let's see. Nice. We got a ton of value there. Incredible. Now we want to get rid of this crappy battery and we will take the fancy handle and get rid of one of the cameras. Yeah, I feel good about that. Let's keep going. Oh, that was an elite room as well. Holy moly. We must have destroyed the elites. Thunder is doing absolute work. Want to make sure we stay out the way of some enemies. Our AOE is really helping here. We have become Thor, the god of thunder. Endless electricity. That guy's on a 3rd health. Oh, I did not realize I couldn't go around there. We took a little bit of unnecessary damage, but it's fine. Oh. Let's bonk them, and they're done. Beautiful. 2 R3 rooms completed before we get our 30% damage buff. We get another electric spearhead. Don't know if I care about that. We don't have any way of removing shocked here. I do kind of like the Disgust disc. Shocks the pointed relic and all relics of the same rarity. Maybe we do that on our common relics. The only thing is, we want to keep shocking the unknown disc. But it'll be destroyed if we shock it. We could just hold this in our inventory until we get something that removes shock. Then we can shock all of our rare relics. Yeah, I think that's probably the way we want to go here. Because at the moment we only have 1 shocked rare relic. Let's move you up there. Is there anything we want to shock? Oh, damn. Sure it's going to be possible. I guess we can just shock this common. And then move on. Alright folks, we are back again. Sorry about this. The bloody dog wanted attention this time. She was barking at me to play, so I had to oblige. Right. Let's move on. We will go for lightning, of course. Or thunder. Whatever you want to call it. Ooh, get out of the way of the electric zone. We're trying to electrify them ourselves. Ignite and lightning. Ooh, big hit. That was a big hit on us. Not a fan of that. Our challenge has been complete. We are only on 4 health though. How many more rooms do we have before the boss? Jump start. Tasers start nearly charged when entering a room. I do like that. Storm slam while you have 90 or more charges attacking with your backpack cast thunder. And the greater the heights. Elite enemies enter rupture at 50% health. Elite enemies are fierce enemies with a red aura that sometimes appear in dungeons. They are stronger than normal enemies, but they leave a rare material upon defeat. Yeah, sure, let's pick it up. It's legendary. Right. Where are we going? Ooh, we've got a couple more rooms. I think I might need to use a potion. We do have 2 potions. Now we have 1. Get out of the way of that electricity. Oh, almost. Almost got hit there. Oh, that laser beam. Get out of here with that shit. Or bonk you. Oh, is that all of the enemies? Okay. We got Wicked Smile. Left, right, shocks all relics in the backpack and gains 4 for each shocked relic. Okay. Multiple transmitter. Corner transforms all common relics in the same row into batteries. Yeah, I think we want that. For sure. And with that in mind, we're gonna have to move things around here. Okay. Ding. Do this. Oh, did I have the wrong... Each time you shock a relic. Damn. Okay, this needs to be in. So, we need to move this out. Transforms common relics in the same row into batteries. Let's transform them. Okay. We got a load of batteries now. I think we want to move this out. Swap places here. And then use a battery to destroy that. Removing the shock. Gotta move around like this, I think. We're gonna use the Disgust disc now to shock all of our rare relics. Boom, that should get us a lot of value. Now we probably want to remove overcharge on as many of our relics as we can. Swap places here. Yeah, we can do that. We're getting so much value. It's great. Alright. Not too bad of a chest, if I do say so myself. Oh, we're absolutely going for a purple here. We've got spaces in our backpack now. I am fine fighting elites. They're teleporting. You know what? I'm going to use the Tesla. Let's just get them as much as we can. Oh, wow. Okay, I did not see that little robot. He spawned mid-swing. Oh, we almost got hit there. Scared of this guy. Stop doing your shenanigans. Blast him away. Awesome. That was the entire room. Okay. What purple are we gonna get? Thunder Amulet removes the overcharged state of the pointing relic and reactivates its curse or anger disc. Each time you remove this relic's overcharged state, it gains the battery's value. I actually have a plan here. Think we can get 22 value out of using this. Is it going to be more value using the anger disc? I don't think it is. What we're going to do is we'll get the Thunder Amulet and remove the overcharged state of the pointed relic. But first, we want to I've never used a multiple transmitter before. How about we just add value onto it? So I think if you die, value is halved of all of your things, so it's better to spread out your value just in case. So let's add 11 value to this. And no, don't want to do that. Do we want more batteries? I don't know if we do. I think we're fine to do this. Reactivate it. Remove overcharge. Then we can add 11 value to our purple. And I'll remove the overcharged state from this blue item. That'll destroy the battery. I don't think we want any broken batteries because they sell for pretty much nothing. So let's just move on. Our backpack is looking rather juicy. We should be able to get a lot of money from this. Come on, heal me, almost full. It's boss time. We have one potion. Let's do it. I'll try and explain the boss mechanics as we go. You know what? It's actually a little bit loud. Let me just turn it down. I do apologize. Let's see. How loud are we now? Perfect. Right, so the white bar indicates where the boss is going to move. It moves in a grid pattern. And as you can see, when it moves, it does like a spin around it. Or we ran into that. Unfortunate. The way I've found the best deal with this boss is basically just get a hit off before it starts spinning. You want to watch out as well. There's guys on the side. We're gonna have to dodge through. It's gonna boom all the way to the side, and again, you just dash through these laser beams here and they won't hit you. He's gonna... You want to follow it. There we go. We got a nice big hit off there. You can get a couple of hits before it moves. Ooh, I was a bit poor positioning there. Dash rolling or dodging in general gives you much better movement speed in order to dodge these guys. Right, we're into the next phase of the attack. You want to use your backpack to smash these purple globules into the boss. Doesn't matter if you don't hit with all of them, but if you let them live, they do a big AOE, like a circular AOE, pulsating around them. Let's get lightning going. Get some smashes in there. He's doing AOE now. We can roll in and roll out. There we go. Roll in and roll out again. Avoid the purple circles. And backpack smash. This is when things start getting a little bit horrific. You gotta get ready. It's gonna... Oh, didn't manage to dodge there. There we go. Alright. You gotta watch for the white lines. The white lines indicate where you shouldn't go. But these purple globules are dealing damage to the boss. And while it shields up, you can get hits in on these little guys. Oh, that was a big hit. Let's do our potion here. We can just keep smashing away. And we have the boss. Beautiful. What do we get? The Quantum Core, a mysterious technological cube containing fragments of the curator's consciousness. Once driven by a passion for art, it became corrupted by greed, hoarding priceless artifacts beyond the gallery's walls. We should get some good stuff here. Dream Whistle shocks the pointed relic and gains its value. Flickering light, when shocked, reactivates the curse of the pointed relic. I think we gotta shock the unknown disc. Yeah. Let's get the Dream Whistle here. It's gonna be insanely valuable. Oh, we gotta do some shenanigans. Okay. Let's shock you. 64 value now. Ho, ho, ho. Alright, now we're gonna remove the overcharged from what we just shocked with a battery. And we got some incredibly valuable relics. I think the discussed disc may be more valuable, even though it's only got 8 value, than this antique camera with 9 value, just because it's a higher rarity. I think it might just be worth keeping our inventory the way it is. Let's have a look in the other chest. What do we get? Anger disc. Each time you remove this relic's overcharged state, it gains the battery's value. Or Thunder Amulet removes the overcharged state of the pointed relic and reactivates its curse. Right. I think we take the Thunder Amulet here. We can do some shenanigans with it. I think, yeah, we can. So what we're going to want to do is have the wind ticket in this corner. Then we're going to want to have as many common relics in our backpack as possible. So let's start taking them out. It'll all become clear in a sec. Take you out. Then we want to put in... Oh, we are actually in the wrong zone here. Okay. So what I'm doing... Let me just go over it. The Thunder Relic... The Thunder Amulet removes the overcharged state of the pointed relic, is pointing up. So, when it removes the overcharged state and reactivates the curse, that's going to essentially mean this relic's not going to be overcharged anymore. So we can apply shock to this thing, and we have so many common relics in our backpack. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This adds 2 value to it for each common, so it adds 12 extra value. Let's remove it, reactivate it. Then let's move you around. And we're gonna shock the unknown disc, because each time it's shocked it gains 6 extra value. Boom. We got a lot of extra value there. Now we can move this over here and remove the shock using the battery on that. That destroys the battery. And we can start putting our rarer stuff back, because I don't think we actually have any more synergies with common items. Ooh, we've got a choice to make. What do we think's going to be worth more money? The Disgust disc or the fancy handle? We don't know at the moment what either of them are worth. But the fancy handle has 2 more value than the Disgust disc. The thing is, just because it's the same rarity, it doesn't necessarily mean they're worth the same amount of money. Let's take the fancy handle back, I think. Just because it has a higher little value there. And yeah, that is our backpack that we take in with us. No common items. It is rare you see that. We should be making a lot of money. And that's the end of the run, folks. Beautiful. Let's get into the second part of this game then. Being a shopkeeper. What are we going to sell? Or what are we going to sell the items we got for is the more important question. We got this pedestal here gives us more value on uncommon items. It gives us 20% increased value on uncommons. Let's put it up for 200. Do you know what? No, 300. And we'll do 300 again. You can go for 600. maybe? You know what? Actually, no. It's better to get rejected, I think, and put the price down. Highballing is better than lowballing. From my experience, anyway. Right, this is worth 600. Okay. That gives us a rough idea of what the other rare relics are going to be worth. So, let's pop them on for 700. 750 is a good price for that, so we'll put it on for 950. Do you know what? I'm going to be greedy. We're pumping it up to 800 there, and the same for this one. Let's open our shop. Oh, it's closed during the night. We're going to have to sleep then. Our items will still stay there. It is daytime and time to sell. Welcome, one and all, to my shop. I hope you like it. We are pretty decked out. Oh, that guy wants a good deal. I'm sorry, fella. Unless you get lucky and we misprice stuff, I don't think you're going to be getting a good deal here. We ain't no charity. Ooh, he's mad at that. How are you mad at 600 when it's sold for 600 before? Okay. We are a spenny shop. I tell you what, that's going to be insanely expensive for you. Sure. Bump you down to 850. 700's too much for this. Oh my god. Put 700 on that. You're still not happy. Wait, they're not happy at 2... It says 300. But it's up there for 200. Okay, we sold a blue, we sold a blue. Put it up for $1,000. 200 is too much. Alright, 150, not a penny less. My god, you're a miserable lot, aren't you? Damn. Man needs money for Christmas presents. $1,300 there. And 1,500, sure. Oh, you're pissed off at that, alright. I'll put it down. We have targeted tip. Selling an uncommon relic increases your tip by 300. We don't have any more uncommon relics to sell. Rarity of the day. Rare relics sell for 30% more. Yeah, sure. I think we've got 2. Oh, we do actually have an uncommon relic left. Okay. That's everything. We be making money. Alright. You don't want a broken handlebar. What's wrong with you? Everyone wants a handlebar. Just a random handlebar. Okay, apparently that's great value. Alright. Everyone's loving it now. We just needed the right customers. What did we make? We made 24k. Ream whistle sold for 6 grand. Ho ho ho. Wow. Well. What a day of trading. Not quite up to the 120 grand we need to see what's in the next vault. Before we go, should we get some upgrades? We'll be trying new weapons out, so I won't upgrade new weapons yet. Weapon highlight. One weapon is highlighted each day. Equipping it grants higher relics. Unlocks the chance for chests to appear in pairs. I like the sound of that. Sure. Deluxe relic unlock. Unlocks the chance of finding deluxe relics. Deluxe relics have a higher value and improved curses. Yeah, that sounds great. 5% chance for material drops to be doubled. Oh, okay. Value multiplier is 10% more effective in common relics. Sure. How about we get this? And then what's this? Uncommon perk chance. 5% chance for uncommon combat perks to appear. Sounds good to me. And then what do we got? Rare perks chance. Rare combat perks have a 4% chance to appear. And then 3% chance for epic. Although it's that material again that I'm not sure how to get. Let's... Can we afford both of these? Nah, I think I'm gonna upgrade the rare combat perk chance to level 2. Yeah, we can't afford anything else. No. Sweet. Alright, well. That, folks, is going to be the end of the episode today. But thank you so much for tuning in. If you liked what you see, then don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, you know. All the usual jazz. And yeah, I will catch you in the next video. Ta-ta for now.